Hey guys, it's your boy UAG back in the building with another episode. And look who we got here. The man, the myth, the legend himself. JDV. What's up, JDV?
How are you doing, UAG?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, we have made it halfway through the week. So can't complain. Can't complain. And you know who else we got? We got the usual suspects here. We got Mr. Water.
What up?
Getting wet on the show. Hey, we got Show Me Retro in the chat. What up, guys? And then we got the foundation to the crew. We got Mad Dads. What up, Mad Dads?
I saw JDV with a big, close up. I'm like, I gotta get him on there. Get him on there. Get him on there.
Well, first, like, a lot of brothers gotta be last, and I was wondering.
He's like clicking him off. I'm like clicking him on, and like, no, I gotta see this.
Guys, I got pretty high before the show, so that's why I'm wearing the glasses. I apologize.
Yeah.
I do not need you guys to see the red eyes. I lost the visor. So that's what's going on.
It's been that kind of week.
I feel like I'm Hollywood now. So
okay.
You're big time.
Nice,
You're big
man.
time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm huge.
What's
You're
up?
on every show now. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Look,
There you go.
we
Look at that.
got well, we got the McGregor going on.
All
right. So straight from the bottom. That's what I'm talking about.
I got a drink to be with you guys.
Listen, I mean,
You have to.
Yeah, make sure.
I gotta have a beverage.
I was about to say
know
that.
I'm at
You know
it.
what I mean?
So we got the usual suspects. We got Endless. We got Meatball. D.
Got everybody.
812. Shotgun.
Heck.
Bobby. Guys, I appreciate all the support always
Yeah,
coming
Saucy.
through. Thank you, Console Fanboy. If you haven't seen his Mortal Kombat thing, bro, it's hilarious. Take a look at that. So without further ado, let's jump into it. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about. So first off, let's start off like this, right? iiRcade comes through with a promise and says, here's what we told you was going to get during the Kickstarter of the jukebox. What's awesome is that I actually have footage of the beta testers testing it out before it hit the market. So let's pull that up so we can see how that came out. That's one of our testers there.
Oh, crazy.
Sorry for the green video because they weren't aware that we was filming.
Oh,
Thank you. That was just a little insight on how it is when we
Look
get
at
to
all
videos.
the laughs.
Listen, we do it for the show. So if we got to make fun of ourselves, we'll do that.
Kev Krat says, "My eyes make it stop."
You can't unsee that. That's why I got the glasses. I'm not trying to look at the screen.
What song was that, Nick?
Listen, I can't reveal my secrets. Okay.
This jukebox mode is like, that's what I needed this week. I've been having a rough week, and that thing, I was surprised. I thought it wasn't coming out till winter. That's what.
Okay, so let's stop the lies right now. So Rainwater knew about this months ago, and he kept it from the family. He's over here like Alfredo, disappointing the family, bro. Over here keeping secrets, right? So, but it's a cool feature. It's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to play it, but it's a pretty cool feature for somebody's man cave. JDV, do you have an iiRcade?
No, I don't. I wish I did, but it's a lot of bread for something that basically I already have multiples of.
You do have your own multicade, and then you also have the ALU. So it's I definitely can understand that. So
I'm waiting for them to send me a version of review, but
listen, I mean, that's a good. I would have listen. Closed mouth don't get fed. You put it out there. Maybe you can.
Yeah, they might hook you up. You know how it is. Might hook you up.
Our guy. First of all,
I'll put in a good word for you, man.
His long distance son up above you may put in a word for you. he loves that guy. Loves that guy. So he could probably put in a word for you. Okay.
Is the jukebox free on that iArcade, or do you got to pay for it?
No, it's free.
Is it? Okay, that's cool.
It was a stretch goal that they had in the Kickstarter. They didn't meet the goal, but he's such an honorable guy. He was like, "Listen, we'll get it for you anyway." So that's kind of cool.
I don't know if you can see it. I got it running back in the back. Let me turn on the volume. They've got these visualizers that you can get on there, right? A couple of them. There's like an underwater one.
There's Stone, like Super Stone, and Call the Police.
Yeah, there's the fireworks one, if you can see it in the back.
There you go. This is the uncopyrighted music that I can play on the stream here, which if you guys know whose stream this music's commonly shown on, say it in the chat. Does anyone recognize that song?
But the beautiful thing is you guys don't see, you can have a peek behind the curtain. Before this, he was playing Sarah McLachlan on there, loving it.
In the arms of the angel.
We were all weeping.
I just want you to know. We all, we was all participating in the sing-along. I wonder if they're going to implement karaoke. Having this feature now, maybe they can implement karaoke, and maybe you could pay for that feature. Because it'll be kind of cool.
These are board games, Ralph. These are.
Ralph, those are board games.
I have a problem.
Firewood.
You know, Ralph, how you have an issue with arcades, and your lovely wife is always like, "There's no more room for any more arcades." That's me with board games. I'm cold turkey. I haven't backed a Kickstarter board game all year long. All year.
Oh, okay.
I've gone 8 months cold turkey. So I'm doing good.
Retro Ralph, you're 100% right. Yes, they're firewood. I'm trying to get him to get rid of this because he's complaining about not having space, but he doesn't need all that junk back there. He has a board game of freaking Bob Ross. So, why? I do not know.
That's a good game.
I'm sure it is.
See it right there?
I see it. There you go.
Bob Ross.
That's how you
Look
do
at this.
it.
They go all the way up to the ceiling. This isn't even all of them.
Everybody has their special thing. You know how to go.
You got all these little Marvel toys and stuff, Nick. You got nothing to talk. You shouldn't be talking. If you're, what is it Brad likes to say? If you're in a glass house, don't be throwing stones.
This is true. Okay. I could take an L. But they also introduced like 8 games. Were any of the games were interested to you guys? Because
Oh, the shooters all look great. There's a couple of them that look dumb.
I was like the pinball. I was like, what the heck? I was trying to, you know what I mean? I was looking at the video because I was like, I don't know if I want to purchase it yet, but I was looking at it. It was like, all right, something different,
Do you have to buy each game one at a time, or do they have deals on like packs of game?
No, one at a time. Somebody asked Jong about that one time, and he didn't want people to have to feel like if they bought a pack of like 5 games, but maybe they only like 1 or 2 of them, then they're stuck with 3 games that they didn't want. So they're doing everything. It's just one at a time, one game.
And you do
which
get,
is fine because
you get a refund on it if you play it. Like how much?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, you can roll it out.
I've done that with 2 or 3 games that I played it and went, whoa, like I don't like this game, and I just refund it.
So okay, cool.
But yeah.
So we had that was a good splash for iArcadians. I know they've been waiting for that feature, so that's awesome that you've kept your end of the bargain. You came through, and that's
pretty
good.
Cool. Yeah.
Before I go into the other big boys, I had a couple of things that I wanted to bring up here. Let me bring this up. Okay. So you remember that big craze that we had where a mini system was coming out ever so often? Like we had the NES, we had the Super NES, we had the Sega Genesis. So there's been a few. There's one more that's coming right around the corner, and so let me bring up this one.
Is this a joke, or are you serious? We got something coming.
No, it's a Commodore 64. No, it's fine.
No, I would.
Actually,
there is a Commodore 64.
It's from the people who brought the Commodore 64.
Yeah,
the same company.
That's what I was saying.
This is Amiga.
Yep.
Okay.
Amiga 500, A500.
I never had one of these.
Man, I loved it.
Coming around the corner. It said next year. It's going to come out with 25 games. They've listed 12 games so far. So they got Alien Bread 3D, Another World, ATR, Battle Chess.
Okay.
That sounds something right up Jeff's alley.
Man,
I did play Battle Chess on the Commodore 64.
I know you did. Got everybody. There's pinball. There's more pinball. Worms, Zoo. It's not Zookeeper. It's not Michael B's favorite game, but it's a game nonetheless.
Huh.
So
yeah, this is all right, man. But where my mini Dreamcast at?
How much is this
I don't
thing?
know. So
That's
in the
what
UK, in the UK it's 120. Here it's going to be 140. So
140. But I mean, are any of those games? Standouts to you guys?
Not for me per se, but I'm not an Amiga fan. If you're an Amiga fan, these are games that you would love.
We're getting Another World on iiRcade, right?
I'm trying to.
We're getting another arcade. And then we're getting all the Worms games on.
Oh my god, Battle Chess, man, that's what I'm talking about.
The keyboard is not functional, but it does have a USB port. So if you wanted to bring a keyboard to this, you can. But the mouse and the controller does work.
Man, my favorite game on Commodore 64, man, was
Rita Rabbit.
It was Ninja, man. I don't know if y'all played that or not, but Ninja was, man.
So did you have the Commodore 64 games on the big floppy disks?
Correct.
Or did you have the ones that were like
because
there were some that came on little cartridges that looked like Atari carts that played on
that was a new upgraded version. So that's
okay, because I had both. I had a Star Trek game on a cart, which was actually a pretty cool game.
But that Battle Chess, oh man, I'm glad y'all bring that up, man.
Oh, there was
trying to find somebody.
You're not the only nerd. There's other nerds in here that want that. I'm a nerd too, but that's not one of my games.
If you guys have never played Battle Chess, all it was it was chess, but when you fought
karate moves,
when you attacked the other piece, like it showed a little animation of them like stabbing each other or whatever. So there was. I don't think there was blood though. There's no.
They
blood.
got a new one now though. They got a new one coming out. So
JDV, man, you're cursed. His camera works great on his channel, guys. I swear. It's just when he comes on our show.
All right. So while we haven't, we're gonna do a break, brief commercial break until my man comes back. Let's do one.
It's a good commercial break time.
Okay. All
right. Now we're getting legit. We're becoming legit. We got an actual sponsor. So thank you to our new sponsor.
Oh man, here we go.
We need to talk about your balls. Are they smooth or covered in bits of annoying fluff? These are my balls. See how they glisten in the light? Your balls can be like these, but you got to use the right tools for the job. This? No. This? No. This? Only if that's what you're into. Balls are delicate, sensitive, easy to damage. Someone's taken a chunk out of that one. That's why I use the Lawnmower 4.0. It's got skin-safe technology with a replaceable ceramic blade, so you can trim with confidence. It's got an LED light, so you can always see what you're doing. Lights, please! And what's more, it's got a wireless charging system and it's waterproof. You can even drop it in your pint. You wouldn't want to drink it, though. It's got pubes in it. The Manscaped Lawnmower is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. That's over 4 million balls. Isn't it time you joined them and use the right tools for the job? Because when it comes to balls, you don't want to muck about.
Go to manscaped.com and check out the all-new Lawnmower 4.0 and receive free shipping.
All right, so that's an
all right. There we go.
Official. Now we
see what I'm saying? We done moved on up.
You got like a promo code for people to use to get a discount or anything?
Yes,
or like,
it's retro.
I had to clean it before I use it on my head and everything, but
retro waters 80%.
kind of did it up here and all that, yeah.
So let's transition.
Oh, geez.
To some other topics here. I'm gonna talk about how I got my feelings hurt right?
Mm.
Some more news about the Amico.
You got your feelings hurt.
Oh
Yes.
no!
What is happening here?
What are you
What-
catching,
I didn't
bro?
even see that, man. Are you
What is
serious right
happening?
now?
Do you know that your camera is on?
He's climbing the stairs, man. He's
He was
climbing
just
them.
testing
You know what
it
I
out. He
mean?
was making
It's
sure
okay.
that
It's okay.
There we
so
go.
the Amico is back at it, causing me heartache and pain.
The Miko.
Right. Yes. So
Okay.
It'll come out next year, maybe.
maybe, but
Yeah,
so
and I want
this
to
is the
pre-order it,
funny
but
part. So
I don't think it's gonna come out.
Tommy can't keep his foot out his own mouth. He says in one part that all the games will be NFC. So that's kind of like
What does that mean?
to making a payment with
Yeah.
cryptocurrency, which I don't think that's what it is, but he doesn't know that that's not what it is. I think he's thinking about NFC, and we already knew that it was going to be NFC, but that was a kind of like a confirmation. But more importantly, what happened is when they were in early development, they said that they got the guy who basically got Xbox Live up and running to come over to the company, right? That's a big move that you could get that guy to come. And he's been boasting about it on to his investors and all that. The FCC has actually opened up an investigation and told and asked them for clarifications. Like, dude, you said that this guy works for you, but he's saying that he doesn't work for you.
It's like Vanna over here. Like, here's the
And
Amico.
so, like, how is that even
That's
possible?
why could video camera companies not tell lies to their customers. Come on, that happens all the time.
I mean, that's a big thing. You can't say that this guy works for you. That you're saying, oh, dude, this guy's from Microsoft. He helped, get them. To
Mustache
where they are.
guy? Is that Wario?
This was
Yeah,
Tommy.
look at Kev Gray.
Oh,
And
Kev
this
Gray's
guy-
probably going off.
So then he gives the answer and says, "Oh, he was only a console, And
We're
he no
feeding
longer works
Kev
here."
Gray. Every time this thing gets bumped out, it just feeds Kev Gray a little bit more, and he's just like, see?
I'm about
See?
to join.
See?
I'm joining Kev Gray. I'm on Kev Gray's side. At this point, I don't know.
Yeah.
It really, I feel disheartened. I just don't know any more guys.
I am optimistic still, but at the same time, I'm not giving them a dime until I see that it's in the hands of the people who have pre-ordered it. I'm not pre-ordering anything. I don't care if they say it's coming out next week. I'm not pre-ordering this thing because I'm not giving them any of my money until I see that it's
have
really
to
being
see it.
delivered.
Now I just gotta see. Come on, guys. Come on.
It's okay, man. They're gonna talk to Nokia, and it'll be all right. That's how it is.
I want one of these. Are you going to get one of these, JDV? Are you interested in this thing? This Amico?
Really, I tend not to play consoles at all anymore. It's just all these arcade machines.
Yeah.
We could turn it into an arcade. Has anyone thought about doing that? Like modding like an Arcade1up with an Amico inside of it for the hardware?
Why?
Would that work?
Yeah.
I know somebody's got to do it, right?
Somebody might do it though.
When you get your Amico and you're just like, okay, this thing kind of sucks, and then you've got like, I don't know, Space Invaders cabinet collecting dust in the corner or something, and you go,
why you gotta talk about Space Invaders, man?
Let's put these two together and see what monster we can come up with. Maybe Bobby Vu can make this magic happen with this thing. Send him a cabinet and send him an Amico and see what he can do with it.
Anybody
How
can
much are
do
the
it.
charges for this thing?
Ralph's like,
just
Jeff, I
saying,
love you, but that's dumb.
guys.
You're right. Thank you for knocking some sense.
You have to mod it to actually have the games work on it. That's what you have to do. You know what I mean?
No. Well, I say that we have a funeral for the Amico
Oh, okay.
relatively soon. I think it's over. Though
All right, go ahead and put it up. I gotta go ahead.
I want it to be real.
Put it up a little bit.
I just don't think
Moment of
that.
silence.
I don't think that is happening, guys. I don't think that is happening. But with that being
It's all right,
said,
man. It'll show up at your front door. You never know it, man. You know how it is when you open
Oh.
that door. It's gonna be right there with you, bro.
Amico Babycade. Oh,
Zero Heroes onto something.
this could be something. We need to try this. Zero Hero? That sounds like a challenge.
What's up,
we should
Alpha?
do a contest. Somebody on the channel who watches to see who can make the best Amico
Yes, you did,
Babycade.
Bobby.
Functional one.
Those are going to be two products that they probably don't want to buy.
Nobody wants to spend the money to do that.
All right, so let's move on.
Ralph will do it.
So
A funeral for something that was never born.
Simpsons. If my man is in the chat, I just triggered Rexer because once he hears the word Simpsons, he goes crazy. So Simpsons pre-orders came and gone. Everybody was highly like, dude, that's too much money. And I think the saving grace for Arcade1up was Walmart coming through with the save for the win, coming out with a unit that had no, the extra fluff.
The stuff we didn't want anyway, right?
Nobody wants a $90 sign, an $80 stool.
I mean, actually, that's not. It was $170 savings, right?
Yeah, it's pretty.
And all they dropped off was the stool and the sign. So you're not lying with those prices.
So there you go, and $529. So is it a little bit more money than what we want to pay? Probably, but I think this is more palatable for the average consumer, especially the person that's going to be going to a Walmart. If those are actually in the store, which I believe they will be, because this is going to be something like a Christmas gift. Walmart said they're not leaving any money on the table. This IP, this and X-Men is too big of an IP for them not to have it in their stores. So
Nick, where are we at on this now? We need to move.
We're at the end. We've confirmed. We actually confirmed that it's no longer Pac-Man. It's actually going to be bowling. However,
we're at the end now.
Yes,
there's a big question mark on there because they showed it, but they don't have gameplay on the actual unit.
Nice, though, huh?
That is kind of still scary to me. That it's been there for a while.
Nobody's spotted it at Costco yet. We haven't made it to the last bubble.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wish I could get this. I'm a small YouTube channel, so I don't have super chats. So this is what we could do, guys. If you guys hear me out, you guys, we do YouTube together, but you guys are my best friends too.
Oh, okay.
So I think that we can do a GoFundMe page.
I know.
And you guys can help contribute for me to get either Simpsons or Killer Instinct.
What do you need? Like $800?
Like how much we talking?
I mean, I need the unit, and I figured you guys can help me out.
You know what, man? I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little. How about that? Just to be.
Do me a favor. I mean, I would do.
You know what I mean?
But I'm not a real YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
So what is it like?
I mean,
this is a hobby.
So if we get enough super chats on Mad Dad's channel right now for the $750 in super chats, then Weekly Retro Party will pitch in the last $50. Is that? I mean, we're not rich, right?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? I'll help you, man. I'll help you. You know what I mean? But see, you didn't like you see what I'm saying? You didn't like force me to do it. You know what I mean? So you just asked, you know what I mean? But you didn't like force with your power. When you have power.
Why would I do that?
You know what I mean? When you force somebody with power to be like, yeah, let's do this, y'all. That's
somebody
kind of like forcing them what you have.
You need somebody with some push to come on here and start the super chat war. Is that what you're saying?
If I said y'all help me get some watermelon, you know what I mean? Would y'all help me?
Why gotta be watermelon? That sounds kind of racist.
No, because I can say that because you know how it is.
You're black?
Yeah, I can say it. But I'm just
what?
I'm just messing. You help me get a bucket of chicken, you know what I mean? We'll be all right. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no, where has this stream gone?
I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just messing with y'all. 'Cause you know how it is. I'm just straight up. I'm just straight up, and I tell people how it is.
What's the
And
lowest
that's
amount I
just
can
how it's gonna be.
super chat?
You know what I mean? So I don't hold nothing back, man. I try to be cool.
You couldn't even super chat us if you wanted to super chat. We're not monetized. You can go to JDV's channel and super chat him. Are you live right now, JDV?
Hey, Bobby, you know we just gonna pay you to make it, man. We just gonna pay you to make it, and then come and get it, man. He said reverse.
Are you? What are you, a mine? Over there?
I had to no, man. See what I had to do? I had to put it in context. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I wanted y'all to know what was happening. Like, what would I do? You know?
It's because he's from Texas.
So fried chicken and watermelon. I understand. That sounds very good.
Okay.
I'm glad you said it. I didn't say it. I don't want to get canceled.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. It just happened. You know what I mean? What's going on, man? Like, what?
I think he's frozen. No, wait.
I'm back.
Man, I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? I appreciate your camo, everybody in the chat. You know, because you got to be able to make fun of yourself before you get.
So
I'm just messing. Man.
I was
I'm just messing.
I don't know. Does anybody really get
make y'all laugh a little bit? You know.
When's the Class of '81 cap coming out? That's the one that I don't care about Simpsons anymore. I gave up on that. It's too expensive. I was watching Ralph at the time. I missed it, but I would have donated OMG of any person in this community where Michael B deserves it. But he now I don't know what you're trying to say, buddy. Yeah, but
in no way needed it. Probably he probably meant that in no way.
Oh no! I see. Here's the funny thing: is I don't think it was about the money for Michael B. I think he's got the money. It's about the space in his house. So like I can imagine how the conversation went with his wife afterwards. He probably was like, "But the community paid for it, honey. They're buying this cabinet for me." And she's probably like, "That's great. I don't care. There's no space for it." Right? That's probably how the conversation went, because I don't think she cares about the money. I think she cares about where you're going to put it. Where are you going to put it, Michael? There's no space left. I think that's probably why how the conversation went.
I mean, honestly, that is one of the horrible things about only having 2 games on this cabinet. It is incredibly wasteful. I mean, it's insane that there's not more games on that Simpsons cabinet. It is.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're right about that, man. It should have at least Centipede.
Centipede.
I'm just messing. Man.
There you go.
I'm just messing, man.
On there, it's worth it now, right, guys? Now, 529. Yeah,
yeah, you know what I mean? So you can recycle. They should have recycled, even though they have some other stuff. They could have recycled it, you know. But I forgot. Never mind, because it's a Simpsons cab and it's not vertical. So never mind. Okay, my bad. It needs to be it needs to be.
Don't get Rex
Simpsons. I know that's what I'm saying. Since it's horizontal, it can't be Centipede on there. Okay.
Well, how many Konami games could they have put on there? I mean, how much could it have really cost them to put more Konami games on that machine?
Unless they have what do they call it?
Sunset Riders would have been perfect for a 4-player game. They had a couple of titles.
It might have been just a licensing thing. They didn't want anything that wasn't Simpsons on it, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is that their deal with whoever owns those rights said, we get to decide what games go on there, and we decide that's it. You get nothing.
Listen,
Retro
Ralph makes a perfect sentiment here, and I just want to echo that.
Yeah, you're right, Bobby.
There's nothing wrong with asking someone to, make a charity donation. I think that I would have been okay with that as well. I mean, it's your guys' money. You can do with it what you will. But, just saying.
No, I just, I have.
Wait a minute.
I just.
Oh, geez. Somebody's got something to say. Doctor Opinion is here.
Hello.
I was gonna say, I mean, if it was me, I would give something out. Like I don't know if I would. I can't do it. That's why you don't see. I have a channel, and I don't do any super
you
chats.
don't even have that feature enabled.
Because I don't have it enabled because I made my channel to make sure to help people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Rex is here, guys. He's got something to say on this.
Is everybody going to calm down for 1 second?
We don't know
I
how to
can't,
calm
man.
down. Have you not been on our show before?
Is that Evil Genius, first of all?
Yes.
Yeah. He's like,
This is my pleasure right here with Evil Genius on the stream with us. It's nice to meet
Bobby,
you in
we'll do that.
person. Okay, what can I say something here?
you have the floor, my friend.
Fine. Yeah, go
Wait
ahead,
a minute. Wait a minute.
No, put me back on the thing. I don't want to be
Yeah.
on the full screen. Put me back on the thing. Do you know how to work StreamYard yet, or do I got to give you a tutorial?
It's not.
Barely.
Yeah.
All right. So the pink elephant is right here in the room, everyone. The pink elephant is staring us right in the face, and its name is e-begging. And none of you want to say anything about it. And I'm going to be the first, okay? Now, let me say something, okay? If you agree that e-begging is okay, that's your prerogative. E-begging is fine then, okay? But you can't sit there and say, oh, Metal Jesus e-begged and this guy e-begged and this guy. But when Michael B does it, it's okay, for us to do it. So let's just get that clear. Now, I am on the side where, in general, e-begging I do not like, okay? In general, okay? Now, there is an exception to the rule. Now, UAG, this is your show. Let's do a little role playing, okay? You mind doing a little role playing with me?
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's start where you're talking to the Rexer show, and I don't know Mike B. I don't know his channel, okay? Hypothetically, I don't know who he is. And you start off the conversation and you say, basically, oh, did you see all the community? They donated money to Mike B so he could buy an Arcade Simpsons 1-up. Go ahead and start the conversation like that.
Hey man,
I
did you
can
see
hear
the
none of
stream the other day, yesterday? The whole community did mad super chat so he could get a Simpsons cabinet.
Oh, that's awesome, man. The community is great. You know, Mike B, he must really love the Simpsons and like just worship the Simpsons. You know, like Zohar, like how Zohar loves Mortal Kombat and we couldn't get him a regular one, and then this great guy to die for in the community, he made him a Mortal Kombat with the original skin, and it was the community is awesome when they do this stuff. I mean, I can't believe it. So he really loves the Simpsons, and this is really big for him, right? Go ahead. What's your response?
That's kind of cool. Like I would be.
Okay, so he's a huge Simpsons fan, and this is like. You don't know? Okay,
I have no clue.
Well, then you know what? It must be like he really had this.
I know he loves some Arcade1up.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, he loves Arcade1up. I get. So then he must really have wanted an Arcade1up, and he didn't have one, and he didn't have the So this is his first Arcade1up. I'm so proud of the community for getting him his first Arcade1up. That's great.
Well,
right? It's his first one, Arcade1up.
He has a bunch of them.
A bunch? Oh, maybe. Okay, so he has one, maybe.
No.
Oh.
He
How many?
He has a house full, like maybe 20.
20. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I'm sure that the community bought it. He's going to review it, and then you know that guy, that Cool Toy guy, how he gets stuff and then he gives it to like charity and he gives it away like to kids places. That must be what he's doing with it. Then he's gonna review it. Then he's gonna give it to charity. That must be what he's gonna do.
I don't think so. I think he's keeping it.
What? Really? Oh no.
What is going on here?
I mean, I'm sorry. This is where I'm going with this, and you guys can all shut up, and I don't care. I'm not saying if you agree with it, you're fine. You can do e-begging all you want. You can do it, and you can. But let's just call it what it is, okay? And there's people on Twitter that are kind of up in a roar. I've seen. I was not going to do a show or say anything about it or bring it up. I just want to make clear you can't call other people out. That one guy has a whole channel on e-begging. And he calls out people like, hey, begging, no good. You're not going to do this. We're grown men. We shouldn't be asking our community for money to buy toys. And that is my position. If you don't like it, I really don't care. It's my, if you're fine with e-begging, that's fine. Okay.
No.
You guys are speechless, of course.
Well, I'm just like, was he really begging?
I can't agree
I'm
with
only
you, Rex.
speechless because of it's actually UAG's channel.
No, but this is about this channel. we'll always speak our mind, regardless. Like we may not even have the same political point of views. We may not like the same type of music, but we're gonna speak our mind. Like here, personally, like what you said about, you know, he has a big channel. He could have easily told Arcade1up, listen, throw me a bone, throw me this thing so I can review it. I wouldn't put nothing past him. Oh, we want my
Michael
man
B
here.
wants to come on the chat. He wants to respond, I think. So send him a link.
Okay.
But while we're waiting for that, Nick, if you want to send him a link, I'd love to get him on if you guys are okay with that. I want to say something to this because I don't think, and I suspect this is what Michael B is going to say. I don't think
don't
he asked for this.
He's coming on.
Okay, before he comes on, can I tell a story? Because I was waiting for you to say that, Rainwater. That I don't think he asked for this. Okay, I don't think he asked for it, and I'm going to tell you guys a story, and this is a God to honest true story. Okay, and it is relevant in so many ways, and I haven't told this story probably in 20 years, and not many people know this story. But when I was in 6th grade, we as 6th graders were the king of the school, and we had a table right by the snack line. Okay. And all these kids would go to the snack line and they would buy something and they'd have change left, like 5-10 cents. And all of us 6th graders would be like, hey, you got some change? You got some change? And they would throw us their change, you know, because we were the kings of the school. Okay. And then the teachers came around and said,
they were afraid of you.
Stop. You guys have to stop asking for money.
Stole their lunch money?
This is, well, their change, you know, they'd already bought their lunch and they had like 10 cents. So we stopped. We said, okay, they stopped. The very next day, people were so used to giving us the money that literally a kid threw a nickel up and it bounced on the table and I grabbed it. I went wham and I hit it and I grabbed it and I took it. Teacher comes beelining over, takes me to the principal's office, and I got suspended. I got suspended for school for borrowing a nickel. And I went home and I told my dad, but I never asked for it, Dad. I didn't ask for it. And he said, you didn't need it and your hand was out for it. And that's all that matters. Don't put your hand out if you don't need it. End of story. Never did it again in my life.
All right, guys.
And that's a true story, and I'll take it to the bank. That's not a lie. I was known as the kid who got grounded or got suspended for borrowing a nickel in school. And then, of course, I got grounded too.
But your nickel to be borrowing, bro. I'm
just saying they give and let me say, if it was me, and I'm going to say if it was me on that chat and the same thing happened, I don't blame P-Dubs for throwing it out there and doing something crazy. You know, that's fine. The stream would have been shut down immediately. It would have been shut down.
So we want to have someone on the channel here, Michael B, and he's going to say his side. So give us a second here. Hey, Michael B.
Hi, everybody.
Michael B. What's going on, bro?
Happening?
Well, I didn't know we were going here, but let's welcome Michael B. I had a
feeling that this was going to go there, but I thought I might actually get my own Rex or Rants episode, which I was really excited about because I thought he was going to single me out that way. Because I saw him like a post where someone accused me of e-bagging earlier, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to happen." So here we are.
So, listen, Michael B. We were there. I'm going to give my 2 cents before we let the floor. Personally, like, if whatever happened with P-Dubs doing that, he did it. It's your channel. You could have said what you wanted. What I personally say, like, if it was for a charity event, that's cool.
Dang it.
I'm not. I got a question for you. What do you think super chats are for? Do you think they're donations? Like, do you think that they're going to cure cancer with super chat money? That's what Twitch people do with it?
No.
I think that money could be spent better for things like you just said.
Yes,
cancer,
and yes,
COVID
it
relief,
could, but this
anything.
is not donations, Rex. You don't understand how the system works. So the way super chats work, these are tips. It's the same thing as if a guy's playing a guitar at a bar. Do you go up to him and say, I need to know what you're doing with it? If I get super chat money and I spend it on hooker and blows, you know what? I can tell people I spend it on hooker and blows, and then it's up to people if they want to give me the money. Now, the thing is, I will give every cent of the super chat money back if anybody thinks that's inappropriate that happened, because the super chat money never paid for the cab. P-Dubs, after I got all the money for the super chats, like he set the challenge up in the stream, bought the cabinet for me out of his own money. So if anybody got taken advantage of here, it was P-dubs. And I also asked you the question, Rex, did you just read my comment, which I will admit, when I sent the thank you out to everybody for participating, I worded it really poorly, and it made it look like a douchebag that was either gloating or trying to say that I set this up, when this was something P-dubs did, and P-dubs bought me the cabinet. I can give all the super chat money back if people want. I don't care. Like, realistically, guys, if you want to give me a super chat, you can. Should I have shut it down and said, don't do it? Yes, probably. I don't know what the right answer is. No one was buying me the cab from the chat. It was P-dubs buying me the cab. And I kind of wanted to see P-dubs squirm if we could get there and actually buy me the cab. I'm sorry.
We all want to see P-dubs squirm.
Let me go on record real quick.
I can't believe it.
Y'all can buy me every cab in the world. I'll take it. You know, I don't need it, but I can sell them for drugs. You know.
Yeah. So no one from that chat or no one with the super chats did anything other than provide me with super chat money. Now, what I do with that, I mean, usually what I do with my super chat money, I buy Blue Yeti mics, I buy lighting, I buy stuff for my channel to try to make my videos better. That's what people do. And there's an old school mentality. It's the thing I like about you, Rex. You're an old school YouTuber. And I got friends that say the same thing. They'll ask me, how much money did you make in YouTube revenue last month? And I will tell them I made like $400. And they said, what are you going to do with it? And I'll say, well, I'm going to buy a cabinet. And then they'll say, well, that's a douchebag thing to do. You should buy something for the people that watch your show, or you should spend it on something for your channel, because that's the old school mentality. But what they don't understand is me buying myself a cab is also something I'm going to make a video from. So technically, I'm buying myself something that's also going to be beneficial to my channel and people watching. So
tax write-off too.
Yeah. Like
well,
I said,
I don't know if it's tax write-off. I'm not incorporated or anything like that. So
you could.
The money can be done for anything.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. It's your money, but it's how you obtain it is the question of my sense of what have we become from original YouTubers. Did any of us go into this saying, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and then I'm going to ask, and my plight will be, send me money so I can buy whatever, doesn't a Nintendo, a PlayStation. That's not what we were doing this for. That's not, we weren't here to ask the community for money. If they willingly give it to us, okay, if they willingly give it to us, that's another thing. And my question would be, how many of those super chats would have happened in that stream if nobody pressured or asked to do this? 90% of them wouldn't have occurred. And that's where the pressure comes in. And here's the other thing. I'm in that stream, and now P-Dubs is asking me to give money to Mike B. And if I don't do it, now I feel uncomfortable. And then people are going to be like, Rex, you get all this super chat money. You were in there. I feel uncomfortable now.
So Rex, have you ever seen the hot tub Twitch streamers? Because when I compare that to this, I am totally fine with Michael B getting the cabinet.
That's prostitution.
That's
something else.
There's different levels of this,
put those two,
and we can't. But Metal Jesus did it. Who's the guy? Rick something. Who talks about e-begging all the time.
There's a difference with e-begging. You're talking about the Metal Jesus bus fiasco, and Metal Jesus did a Kickstarter that I think it wasn't a Kickstarter. It was his. Another one that was a big hot button issue with YouTubers back in the day was when you could set up your Patreon. Everybody hated Patreon. If you use Patreon, you were a scumbag YouTuber. You're not supposed to use Patreon. Patreon is exactly the same thing again. It's a tip jar. So Metal Jesus, I think it was his Patreon, or it might have been a Kickstarter, had like this stretch goal of $500,000 that he was going to buy a bus and tour the country. And people just went nuts and said, we hate this guy. Like, what a piece
here's
of
Metal
garbage.
Jesus joining the stream. And no, I'm just kidding.
Bring him on. I don't disagree.
Do it.
I don't disagree with people who say that it's my money. I can give it. You are 100% right. I don't care if you give people all your money. I honestly don't care, but I question the way it was obtained, and that's all I'm saying. And we talk about e-begging. It's a real thing, and the plain and simple thing is if you're on the internet and you ask for money for any purpose, it's e-begging. I don't even care if it's not charitable donations or something else, or if it's to buy a mic, if it's to upgrade my equipment, if it's to do all that, it's e-begging. And is it a bad word? Is it a 4-letter word? I don't know. I don't care. If you're okay with it, you're okay with it. If you're not, you're not. I'm on the other side of the fence. I don't like it in almost any fashion. Sorry.
Yeah, we know you. We know you, Zohar. We know you hook You hook everybody up.
Zohar,
I think it's like every single.
And
question
Zohar
you had.
offered. My example with Zohar was he offered to pay to die for this, that, but he didn't, he didn't, not offer, and they did it out of the greatness of the community, and to die for did it for him willingly,
So Rex, give me lessons since how I should ethically go about my business.
I'm just saying how I would have done it. That's all. You can do it your own way, Mike. You can take the money. My plight again is, Mike, you have the money to buy cabs. You have 20 cabinets. Yeah. Why do you need the community to buy you a 21st cabinet?
The community didn't. P-Dubs did. You don't know what you're talking about.
But the community chipped in to give you over $300 in super chats, and now
I will give it back
money.
Because P-Dubs gave me the cabinet.
Well, wait a second. You make a good point. You make a great point. Super Game Room dudes gave you that money because
Super Game Room dudes didn't.
But P-Dubs said, wait a second.
Yeah,
he said that the Super Game Room. So I was surprised that D-Love and Nostalgia both agreed that the Super Game Room dudes would buy your cabinet for you. I was shocked. Did they agree to that? Or you're saying they never agreed to that?
Nostalgia quit Super Game Room dudes over it. We don't know what we're going to do.
No, he didn't. I'm sure he didn't.
Oh my God.
I'm just... like I said,
you're going too far with this, man. Like this is crazy.
I always go too far, Mike.
I know.
That's my shtick. Okay.
Yeah,
that
but
is
this
my
doesn't.
shtick.
Also, this could have been a conversation with us. You could have said what's going on, and I could have talked to you about it.
It's not about you, though, Mike. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. It's not about you. It's about e-begging in general. It's about e-begging.
Everybody has.
Let's get another opinion in here on this. Why don't we?
It's not about Mike. It's not about that. It's about e-begging in general, and that's what we have to understand.
Let's bring the temperature down a little bit. Let's see what Patrick has to say.
I gotta.
It was
gonna be about something else. Why you got?
I had to call in, guys, because I had to agree with Rex that a terrible crime occurred on Monday. Chill and Chat with Michael the Game Genie. I was robbed of nearly $900 for a Simpsons Arcade1up cabinet, all because I went in a live chat and said, I dare the live chat to do something. Just a spur of the moment. Sometimes you do something without thinking. I'm like, no one's gonna. And I picked what I thought was a number that was atrocious, $250, right? Who's gonna donate $250? But they did, right? And being a man of my word, of course, I bought the cabinet for Michael B. the Game Genie. This was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of goofy thing that happens during a live show. This is not some sort of planned controversy. This is not some sort of ridiculous thing that I'm hearing in this live chat right now. This is actually a complete waste of everyone's time and existence. We are all dumber for having this conversation at this moment.
I'm going to make it worth it, P-Dubs. I'm going to make it worth it by
Rex,
one thing.
You know what, Rex? You had 45 minutes. No, you had 45 minutes.
I was on the show.
And at this point, no, you were
I got to go anyway. I'm going to go and
let Rex to respond here.
One thing.
Let
me say one thing.
Minute.
We can clear this all up with one thing. Every super chat made after your super chat, P-Dub, Mike B, give the money to charity, and I will drop it, and we will all have done the right thing. Thank you, UAG, for having me on the show. I'm going to go play some Donkey Kong and have some fun.
See you, Rex. Thanks, buddy.
See you.
Here I am. I got stuck with the bill on this one for a bad joke that went too far. And seriously, it's ridiculous that it's even a conversation point. I mean, it has nothing to do with anything. It was a dare, a challenge. Surprised the challenge was met, but because it was met, we're going to be a men of our word and we're going to buy the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? And of course, because Michael B is part of the Super Game Room dudes, yes, we said the Super Game Room dudes are happy to buy Mike the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all a team, me, Mike, Carl, Nostalgia, right? And, Carl and Nostalgia, they didn't ship in any money for it. Came out of my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So, what do they care? It didn't impact them in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. The fact we don't need to have any kind of Jesus sermon on the mounts about this. This is actually a complete waste of time. Yeah. An absolute complete waste of time even having this conversation. This is ridiculous.
They wanted to talk
about
are we going to talk about gaming on this channel, or what are we going to talk about?
Whatever we want on this channel.
I'll tell you, I will donate that money to charity if Rexer donates 7 times as much, and I think he agreed to that. So we're going to do that. So I'll pick the charity, and I'll send Rexer an invoice.
Oh my God. Yo, the only thing I was going to talk about, and I told UAG about this. This stuff, people are going to think stuff is wrong and it doesn't matter. People have their opinions of what's going on, you know. So whatever, you know, everybody has their opinion. What happened on the show? What didn't happen on the show? You know, that has nothing. Whoever donated, and y'all gonna do what y'all want to do with the cab. Who cares? You know, Michael got the cab. I even said, hey man, grats. I'm glad the community is there for you. You know what I mean? You have the following there. The only thing is, me personally, I know what people do. You know, because I'm going to say what I'm going to say. That's why I'm mad. You know, I'm always Maddadsgaming, right? But, you know, it's just when people are going to say something. If you have, all I'm saying, P-dubs. If you, me personally, like you say I was up there. You say I was up there in the chats. And yes, you picked the 250, right? Yeah, you picked the 250. But knowing, I know you're a great person. You know what I mean? You have, I mean, just your videos are just all that. Right? You know, everybody watches them. You have a nice cult behind you, you know, and there's no way, like, even if you said $500 is what I'm saying, people love you to death and they're just going to do it because just like if I did, you know, if I have following, they'll say, like, yes, go ahead, let's get this. Because we're all about, in this community, we are all about helping each other. That's what I'm saying. That's just how it is. We always help each other, and it just goes through that. You know what I mean? It just, that's how it is. It just, I hate when bigger, just gonna tell you, bigger YouTubers, right? Okay, they say, I know this for a fact that I know some of the people that say they support me, when I go to their channels, they don't not even subscribe to me. And they say it right there, just right in my face, like, hey man, you're good, sure, your channel's cool and all that other stuff. But if you go to their channels and then look into certain areas, which, you know, since I am a tech and I kind of know how to do all this stuff, when you go into the channels, if they are subscribed to you, sometimes it's in the channel lineup. And when you don't see, when you go around and start looking and how they talk about each other and go back and forth, and you don't see kind of like your name in there, then you kind of everybody gets like knocked off. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. So when you start, you know, everybody, it's just hard for me because I'm just so straight up. You know, I'm a so straight up guy. I don't care. Like, I didn't make my channel. My channel was basically made to help everybody. That's how it was. It was just made to help everybody. I know I can jump on live if I wanted to. You know, I can do a live and might not have as many people, but I know what to watch. Like, I watch you and Michael B, because y'all, like I said, y'all are entertaining. And I know I can't really do that. Y'all know me, single father, you know, 4 kids. I can't do that stuff. So it's like, I'm just saying, it's like, you just have to make sure that if you subscribe, you like somebody, I'm just saying, don't kind of like lie to people in their face. And this is just not to y'all. I'm just saying, every YouTuber out there, if you don't like somebody, you know what I mean? Just you know what I mean? Just tell them straight up. Just say, hey man, don't even try to even help them out their channel. Yeah, nothing like that. Just be straight up with them. That's all.
Let's let Michael have the last word on this subject. I think we've kind of beat a dead horse here.
I just had to get that part out. But thank you.
Yeah, don't worry.
Let's let Michael have the last word on this one, because I think, you know, nobody was forced to give any money. This was just people giving out of the kindness of their hearts, and I do kind of feel bad for Rexer. I think we kind of bombarded him there a little bit.
No,
but
let's
let Michael B have the final say on this. I know Zohar wants to come on and give his opinion, but I think we beat a dead horse here.
We're moving on after this.
So go ahead, Michael. Finish the subject.
I just want to say, I don't want to bombard Rexer. Listen, Rexer's a good dude. I've always enjoyed being on Rexer's show. I enjoy his opinions. I just knew I made a mistake in the way that I thanked everybody in the Twitter post I put up. So the problem with this stuff is people always jump to conclusions. They see something and then they form a first opinion. Then they watch videos and get other information to kind of go on that. And I knew this was going to come, and I could have talked to Rex about it, but that's not where it went. So, you know, someone sent me a message and said, Rex is on, they're saying some stuff about you. And I'm not the kind of person that's just like, oh, yeah, well, no, I'm mad at him. I would rather talk to him and say, let's hash this out, brother. Sometimes live on air, who knows? The thing that I am upset about is, really, guys, this is not something I asked anybody to do, and I really hope anybody didn't feel any peer pressure. This is not something I wanted or needed. This was something I genuinely was caught off guard by. I was so appreciative This was a good thing, in my opinion. And I know I'm the one who benefited from it, so this looks terrible for me to say, but I was overwhelmed by the generosity of everybody who chipped in, because people were saying stuff like, we want to see you review this cabinet. We want to do this. So guys, don't take a fun thing that a lot of people actually enjoyed and try to make it into a negative. This is something really cool P-Dubs did that I appreciate. P-Dubs bought me the cab, and all the people that participated, they didn't feel pressured that they were going to be singled out because they didn't support. At least I didn't feel that. I had people write me afterwards. They were like, I was so glad I was a part of that. That was fun. Form your own opinion. I'm not asking you to change that, but don't make anybody who donated to me feel donated. I'm using that word. Don't make anybody who participated in the super chats feel dumb about doing it, because this was a fun thing we all did. This is a good thing, and it doesn't need to be negative. No one bought me cabinet. I didn't ask people to do it. It's something that happened. And for once, it's something positive in a community where sometimes things are negative. We don't need to try to make it negative. So thanks, Rex. I understand your opinion, man, and I get it. You're an old school YouTuber. Believe me, I've been here 10 years. And thank you, P-Dubs, for being awesome. Thank you guys for having the forum. And I apologize about coming on and if I made anybody angry. I'm sorry.
This is
let me say one thing about it. You know, making content for YouTube, we all got full-time jobs, right? And it's hard to kick out this material on a regular basis. So I appreciate all you guys. I love you, P-Dubs. I love you, Michael B. I love you, Mad Dads. All you guys are great. UAG is a great format. One of the greatest things about this community, I come from the film community, which is horrible to each other. I mean, they're just nastier than hell about politics, everything, crazy stuff. This community is so much more chill and nice. And frankly, Michael B., I don't think you deserve any of that stuff. I think this is all hard work. And if you can get some kind of benefit out of it from your fans or whatever, I think that's a great thing. I mean, hell, I'll donate some money to you.
Yeah. I think Zohar said it best the other day. He was talking about how hard it was. He said he respects us, and it was a personal message that he sent me. So appreciate you again, Zohar. He sent it to all of us. He was just basically telling us, like, this thing, just one video he made, and he was like, man, you know how hard y'all work,
You better not be cracking, bro.
What? Is my voice? What you talking about?
Yeah. You sound like you was about to tear up. You better not tear up on us.
Oh, I'm almost there, but I'm just saying, he said it best. He said that it's hard to make the videos and stuff like that. So he has more respect for us, because nobody really knows about that when you're making these videos and getting everything running, how much time it takes to end up doing these things. It's pretty hard.
Our next topic was actually going to be cheating.
My bad, man.
I thought that was going to be the hot button topic today. But
I'd like to tidy this up a bit. So one thing that I've tried to do since I've started my YouTube channel is promote others. I promote these communities, these companies, as well as my fellow content creators. I dare say, hate to be so bold, but I feel I'm pretty much one of the people that promotes others the most. And when it comes to the amount of money I spent to buy my friend an arcade cabinet, I have given probably 3 to 4 times that much money back to the community in giveaways, prizes, arcade cabinets, things like that. And, the fact that I have to pop on a show where I find out I have people messaging me that for 45 minutes, people are dragging your name through the mud. Yeah, you're going to come in a little hot, a little defensive. So
I'm sorry, but that wasn't the case.
Well, let me finish.
Watch the replay.
Let me finish. But my apologies to the Rex. As we all know, Rex and I are friends outside the work. And if Rex had an issue with what happened, to get some clarity before jumping on the internet, he could have called me. Rex has got my number. He could have called me and said, hey, P-Dubs, I'm trying to understand what happened. There was no ill intent, malicious intent, or any kind of scandal involved with what happened on Monday. It was an honest mistake, in my opinion. Like, I never should have thrown that in Mike's chat, but the community jumped on it. They enjoyed it. And minus, a few detractors, I would say 95% of the people who saw that stream responded to it positively. They thought it was a fun, engaging event that helped the community have fun and enjoy their Monday evening and take their mind off the real things that matter in this world, right? So, that's where I'm going to stand. I'm going to walk with that 95%. And when it comes to the other 5% who are upset for some reason, nothing more I can tell you except my bad. I'm sorry.
And guys, I promise I will never beg for a cab ever again. I will never do it. I will set up my OnlyFans where I'll be doing try-on hauls and nude personal videos. That's how I'll get my cabs from now on. So thank you very much.
I will pay for that.
With a Sailor Moon costume. Can you do that for me?
Ooh, I'm in. What's the link?
I appreciate in the description for that.
So okay, hey, thank you, P-Dubs and Michael B for coming on, responding to that as well. That was
love you guys.
This whole thing just kind of took a turn in a different direction than what we were kind of planning. We do have other content we want to talk about, but it was kind of nice to just kind of get everything off of everybody's chest. Congrats on the Simpsons cab. I look forward to seeing the review come out because I know you make great reviews.
I'm still thinking about getting it.
I do got to ask this though, Mike. What did your wife say when you?
She was mad. So like even though P-Dubs got it for me,
she was more mad about the cab coming in the house probably.
Well, I told P-Dubs about it earlier. She was mad. She kept asking me. She was like, "You can't accept that from him. Like that's too much." And then she immediately went to getting mad at me because I got Outrun coming on Friday. So she went back to being mad about Outrun.
Because I thought she'd be mad because you didn't have a place.
Which one is that? The stand up or the sit?
I got the stand up, so I had to get it from Arcade1up direct because they don't sell it here in Canada. And I do want to say
they had it on Best Buy. They don't have it in Best Buy over there.
Not in Canada.
Okay.
So this was the only way to get it. And I do something that we are all missing in this. P-Dubs is like the nicest guy in the world. He bought me an arcade cabinet, guys. Everybody thank P-Dubs for being so nice to me.
Yeah. Well,
thank you, P-Dubs, and thank you everybody else that donated as well. That was really nice. So. Yeah. You guys are welcome to stick around for our next subject if you want, or you can take off.
Well,
it's a little bit of a hot button topic, though. I don't know if we could beat what we just talked about, but
I think what we're going to have to do, unfortunately, because this is something that when I was telling Michael B, when Michael B was like, "Hey, P-Dubs, there's 1 or 2 people out there who are upset about what happened Monday," I said, "You know what? The only way a fire burns is if you pour gasoline on it." I said, "A week from now, no one's going to care, right? Let's not even talk about it. You know what I mean? Let's just move on with our lives. It was a goofy, stupid YouTube moment. Who cares, right?" But, if we're going to have now the community or members of the community turn this into something bigger than it truly is, well, of course, at this point now we're going to have no choice but to end doing giveaways, contests, prizes, super chats. We're just going to turn all that off, guys. So hope you guys still tune in, at least for the conversation. But when it comes to all that kind of stuff, I guess we can't do that anymore. So there you go.
All right. Way to rain on everybody's parade here. Come on.
Yeah.
Now. All right.
Well, welcome to the politically correct YouTube.
and the other thing, I do want to really quickly, jump back in. I'm a little bit of a hog. I'm sorry. The other thing is, guys, I work for a charity. Yes, support charities because charities are awesome. We do a lot of really good work in the community. So yay, charity too. So if you are thinking about giving me super chat money, you could also support a charity. And I'll add a link to the one I'm in charge of here in Newfoundland.
There you go. Canadian charities for the win. So
that was the whole thing. That whole thing for me, like I said, I mean, I'm not even going to go back on it and do stuff like that. But that's what I said. My whole thing was like, hold on, man. Big YouTube. Like I said, there's big YouTubers out there that I just don't like people saying that they support what you do and talk. That's the only thing about me. I don't care about anything else. I just don't like bigger YouTubers and not counting y'all. It's like saying that y'all support the person that you talk to and say, yeah, even if you have, say I have everybody on the channel, hey, I support you and I give stuff to you and I'm shouting you out, but then you're not even subscribed to my channel. You know what I mean? But you're telling everybody else to subscribe to my channor, but you're not really even subscribed to my channel. That's what I have. No. See, I wasn't talking about. I'm just saying. I wanted to get this out to other people so they'll understand.
We're all just getting stuff off our chest. That's what
I'm just getting. I'm just saying. But when you go there, you see what I'm talking about. Like if you look at your stuff, if you talk to some, I've seen it. People that talk to me, I've seen it. Where it's like, okay, I don't see you, but you're shouting me out, but. You're not. Why would you tell somebody else to join my stuff if you're not even there? So that's all I was trying to say. But other than that, what's the next topic? So
okay,
go ahead.
We were just talking about cheating.
I didn't think it was going to be like that. I didn't think it was going to be like this. So let's just go to the next.
Yes, let's go to the next topic. Nick, what's the next topic?
You know what? I think I'm gonna listen. I think I'm just gonna listen to some jukebox real quick and Call it a day. Let me see here.
Man,
we're talking about cheating, right?
Yes.
that's gonna seem like a pretty mild topic after this.
What is this?
Cheating. So we had a couple of people in the VPN community getting upset about some glitches in games, and this is not the first time. There's a bunch of games that have a bunch of glitches, or maybe just using a certain pattern in a game. Like if you know a person cannot stop a grapple and you keep doing that, would that be considered cheating? So let's talk about that. You guys have encountered any glitches, and what do you consider cheating? Panel.
Well,
Maddads.
If you ain't cheating,
I would say something like this, like Mortal Kombat. We already know.
Hold on,
right?
hold on, because we gotta kill something in the live chat. So, whatchamacallit, when Rex had that show and it was his farewell show, when we sent him all that money, he sent most of it back. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want people hating on Rex because of that, because when we gave him like $300, he was sending us refunds via PayPal the very next day. So anyway, so let's not hate on Rex about the fact that he got big super chat money and he didn't address people talking about it. He did send the money back. So anyway, I'm over this shit, guys. Whatever.
Right,
video games, whatever.
All right.
All right.
So, Mortal Kombat. So what I'm going to do is basically like, let's say, you know how you can jump like Mortal Kombat. You know how I am. Mortal Kombat fan Zohar. I already had my big cabinet already, did my little thing, and I gave it to somebody that really loved it because I didn't have enough space. And I remember showing you that cabinet. It was a pretty good one that I built up. But, jumping, let's say, how in Mortal Kombat, when you finally play it, you can actually keep jumping over and just doing the high kick, bam, jump back, high kick, bam. That's kind of like an exploit in the game. I don't think it's actually cheating. You know what I mean? It's just you found out something in the game that you can actually use towards your benefit. And that's it. Because if you're playing with somebody else, that ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If you're playing against somebody, that's not going to happen. They're going to block and call it a day. So it's something like that. It's the difference is what I'm talking about. So
it's like the Pac-Man ghosts, right? Like you can go through the ghosts when you find that exploit. It's not cheating. You just found something within the game. Cheating would be finding a way to turn on the dip switches to change the difficulty or something like that. I would assume that's more cheating than finding an exploit in game. Even like if you play online, I know Footy Laughs, I saw him he's right there. Footy Laughs is there. So he's big on the X-Men versus Street Fighter community. I mean, I've played online and like I'm a rookie, but you get in with one of those guys that just combos you with the Ryu uppercut, which is a total glitch, right? And like it's not cheating. He's just, using combo in the game, which is just that stupid Ryu uppercut and just juggling you the whole time. Is it cheating? No, it's just using what the game gives you.
Okay, so I have a question for you then, Michael B. A follow-up with that. So if it was in competition, would you consider that okay?
Yeah, 100%, because that's the way the game works. Now, would I tell the guy he's cheap? Absolutely. I tell him, oh man, that's cheap. Come on, face me one-on-one. But he's within his right to do it. It's your job to avoid getting stuck in that situation. You should, as a competitor, also know about that glitch and know how to avoid it.
So for those who don't know what's going on, because I think most people that are watching this now probably know what happened. There was a pinball FX tournament that MCAP and UAG put on, and it's all in good fun. There was one gentleman who found a way to get the ball like stuck on it was a glitch in the game. It was not, to my knowledge, it was not an intended thing that you should be able to do, and he utilized that glitch to rack up his score. Now, apparently, it's really hard to actually accomplish this, to get it there and actually pull this off.
To keep on,
takes a little bit of work, but that's what happened. And then there were accusations that went around calling him a cheater. Some people said, "Well, it's not really cheating; he's exploiting," and so that kind of sparked this whole conversation. And of course, because we're no we don't shy away from controversy on this show or on these channels, obviously. There was the gentleman that was accused came on UAG's channel, and oh my goodness, if you haven't watched that video, if you like what you just saw for the last half hour on here, go check back on UAG's channel, and there's an interesting conversation with him with a little bit more adult language in that one. But did I sum that up pretty good, Nick? That was
you did, and I guess what I'm trying to say is, what was the intent of the designer of the game? They intended for some of these glitches to be in the game. Like, for example, there's one here. Let me pull up this video so you can see it.
Yeah, but UAG, aren't entire characters in certain games cheats? Like if you play Ryu against anybody in the original Street Fighter, really, you're probably going to win. If you're playing Dalsum versus Blanca, you're going to lose every time. It doesn't matter. I mean, in a lot of these
not if you're a great
characters
player.
aren't the same.
Not if you're a great player, you can overcome.
No,
that.
If you have equal talent
then
playing those characters, the guy playing Ryu is going to beat Dalsum every time.
What was that? Did you say Ken? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, Ken or Ryu.
Somebody who uses Ken every single time. Is that what you said? I couldn't hear
you. Yeah, but I think Ryu better.
Am I reading between the lines here on this?
What was that, UAG? I couldn't hear you, man.
He's just very salty. He's a salty guy.
Okay, got it.
These are one of the glitches that this actually happens in esport, and
okay.
So let's look at it.
Coming in at number 7 on our list is a glitch that is honestly just unfair, uncanny, and
I'm not putting this down, but I'm going to give you a synopsis.
Rainbow Six Siege.
So this okay. In Rainbow
No,
Six,
we can hear it. Yeah.
You can hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So in Rainbow Six, this shield, you can basically get blocked the whole time, and basically you're not going to die. They got rid of this exploit in the game, but this was in for a whole season, so people was taking advantage of this, and I'm sure that this was not the intent of the designer of the game. So would you consider that a cheat or not? This is that's the kind of similar to what happened with the pinball. You know what I'm saying? Do you agree with that being a cheat, or is it just it's fair game? It's in the game.
Pokemon Go shotgun.
It's fair game if it's in the game. Like if you guys watch, what is it? Games Done Quick and stuff like that. Speedrunner stuff. Mm-hmm. That's all they do is they exploit glitches. They're not cheating. They're speedrunning. And they find out these glitches in the game. And like you said, it's not easy to do this thing. I haven't seen it, so I really shouldn't be passing an opinion. But if there's a bit of skill to setting up the cheat or setting up the glitch, I mean, that's the exact same thing these speedrunners do. They have to do this thing to make it work. Jason Tierney's right here. Good. To me, a cheat is only there if you enact some kind of special code. So if there's a glitch that you have some skill to enact to get you points, I mean, and it's within the game, good on you for being able to do it. Everybody else should know about it and be able to do it too.
Well, I remember 20 years ago playing it was one of the Halo games, and you could, and I think it was only local multiplayer at the time, but you could actually climb out of the world and be up on the edge and you could snipe people and they couldn't hit you. And I don't think, and this is where I kind of draw the line, is I don't think that was intentional. Like the designers of the game did not intend for you to be able to climb out of the world. And so to me, I would put that in a category, I would call that an exploit, right? Where you found something that's not intended to be there and it's exploited, versus playing, let's say, Super Mario Brothers on the level where you can climb, you go up above the world and then you get to that 3 pipes and you can warp to level 4 or whatever. Obviously they designed that into the game. I wouldn't call that exploiting or cheating, but that's kind of where I draw the line. Was it intentionally put into the game and you're just utilizing what the game intended you to find, or not? That's where I draw the line. What do you guys think?
There's a really funny comment there from Retro Ralph regarding if you can put your card in an ATM backwards, it spits out $100 bills. It's not a cheat; it's an exploit, but you got arrested anyways. I don't know if it's the same thing when it.
But
comes
was
to
it attended?
Like, see, here's the thing: if there is a glitch and you're going into a tournament and it's listed in the rules, you cannot use the glitch, and then someone still tries to do it, then it's cheating. Like, obviously, what he's talking about is not just an exploit on the machine, but there's also laws and what's right and wrong. So unless it's not clearly listed in the tournament, you're not allowed to do this hack or cheat or whatever you want to call it. Then, I mean, it's fair game. That's the reality, right? If the people running the tournament don't know about it, it's fair game.
So I see.
And this one up says if it's a glitch, that's part of the game.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So that's what it was. Okay, so that's what that guy was doing when I found out when I was back in the day, arcade at Tilt. I don't know if y'all know about Tilt. Okay, but back in the day when the guy had a little quarter on a string, it wasn't me. Okay, I'm just saying
that's stealing.
That's what I'm saying. So that's that you put it in there, put the quarter in there, and then kind of pull it back out to get extra coins. See, that's what I'm talking about is cheating. You know. Like you're trying to, just so you don't have to spend no more money.
So I shouldn't have tied thread around that quarter to keep pulling it in and out?
Yeah, you get a little tie, you get a little hole, right? You just drill a little hole in there, and then you put the quarter in there, and you just drop it in there and pull it off.
Okay. Because people were so...
That was back in the day. Sorry, y'all.
So I believe
brother didn't have no money back then.
Moral compass has to be included. Like if you went to an ATM and it gave you an extra $100, are you gonna take it, or are you gonna go to listen? This is not my money. What's the right thing to do?
Give it to charity.
Here we go.
Jeez, here we go. What's the right thing to do?
So the reality is, honestly, it doesn't matter what you do because the bank will then check their records and say, we gave this fool an extra $100. He didn't give it back. Let's take it from his account anyways.
Yeah, even if he just went and said, look, I bought all my the homeless people all this money. I mean, all this food, it's still they're still gonna get you, so it doesn't matter,
I guess, but what if it was left there by the previous person?
Oh, it'd be like because I know y'all know what this is. I know this ain't gaming and stuff, but it'd be like that one remember when they sent the checks out and all that stuff for the what is it, the stimulus, and that lady, they ended up putting a whole another amount on it. It was like, I can't remember, it was like million, I think it was like $1 million or something like that, and they didn't want to give it back or something like that. I was just like, are you serious? Like, come on, man. They're gonna catch that. They're the IRS, you know what I mean? They're the IRS. Yeah. They're gonna catch something like that.
You also, it depends on the situation. If it's $100 at a bank machine, I mean, I don't know. What do? Do you pass it in? Like, if it's $100 in a convenience store and you find it on the floor, do you pass it in? Like, what happens? What do you think's gonna happen? I don't know what the right answer is for that. But if you openly see someone drop money, obviously, you're going to do the right thing. Say I'm walking behind Jeff Rainwater. I watched Jeff Rainwater drop $200.
Jeff, I'm taking it.
I know. Well, but you're going to do the right thing there. You instinctively do the right thing. If you're a good person, you're going to instinctively do it. But like, I always question, like, say I go into a convenience store and there's $100 on the ground. So if I pass that to the cashiers, is that ever going to get back to its intended recipient? It's so awkward with this stuff, right?
No, you're right. Probably.
No.
Probably not. They'll just probably buy some lottery tickets and then hit the lottery.
Chances are, if it's in the game, I'm gonna do it. But again, I can understand why people would probably frown upon it. You know what I understand?
Yeah, and I'll go back, and I'm sorry if I'm jumping in too much, guys, but I'll go back to my comment. If there's a glitch and you don't want people to use it, you set it up in your contest rules and say you can't do this. If you do this, you're out. And I mean, you know if someone's doing it.
There's glitches that you don't know until it happens. Like,
well, then
nobody knew this on
fair game then.
But
he showed it though, right?
He showed it, but he was honest about it. He could have kept that.
He could have not said anything. Yeah,
he said it, and now he felt that he was questioning his integrity. And once you question someone's integrity, that's something you can't take back. And he took that personal. So that's why I was,
I don't know what that's like, guys.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, wow.
We sorry, man.
JDV, what do you
has that
think?
stuff on their chest.
I heard that you're a big fan of cheating, JDV. What do you think?
What?
And if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah.
That's what I figure. Cheating, lying, stealing, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, all law firms I belong to, and what are you gonna do?
There's a great saying by the great.
I'm not
Bobby.
Canadian,
No. This is an American saying, but there's a great saying by Bobby the Brain Heaton, and it goes like this: "Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat."
Always cheat. Come on, I want to be a heel.
Spoken like a true politician.
Listen, I mean, if it works for the Patriots, I guess it's okay.
Oh, come on. Everybody
come on.
I am Mr. Cheap.
Deflate gate, spy gate.
It got out of hand, man.
Going. Let's keep going.
I dare you besmirch the name of Saint Brady the first.
Well, okay, somebody brought up in the chat, it's long scrolled past now, but what do you guys think of, what about like steroids in baseball? Right?
There's steroids in every sport. Every track and field record is steroid tainted. Baseball's forever tainted. It's not like people aren't doing steroids now. Football's completely tainted by steroids. Hell with it. Let them go.
What did he say? Oh,
but I think that goes to Michael's point, is that's something specifically in their rules. Don't do it, right?
Yeah.
So,
and I'm not doing it, y'all.
But like, let's say back then when the
I'm not doing it. I'm swole like this for real.
Scandal happened.
Right?
he wears, he buys the shirts two sizes too small.
Hey, but I'm just saying
so that he can show off his
y'all
pecs.
don't know
Do that thing you were doing earlier.
Before he got
on
air, he said, "Let me get my shirt out to dry." I put it.
Oh,
on
there you go. See,
whoa,
that's how you do it. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. He's swole too. I see.
Man.
See,
I was swole another way beforehand.
We're gonna have to delete this stream
the steroid stuff is so hard because, for one, I like dingers. So back in the day with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire, these guys just killing it, right? Like, it was awesome. Like, you were like, oh my god, they're gonna hit 70 home runs. Like, it seemed so astronomical beating that record back in the day. But at the same time, it's the question of the integrity of the game. And honestly,
it's hard though, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, but it's so hard because I like dingers, but it also took away from everything. Going back and seeing those asterisks now by the 71 home runs and the 72, like, it sucks. I wish that it never came in there. But the thing is, they were all doing it. They were all doing it.
That saved baseball. If that didn't happen, baseball was already on the decline, right?
Yeah.
And the thing was, at that point, everybody was doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So I say, let's not turn a blind eye and now call everybody out. Make it that everybody could do it, and that's it.
Just make it so everybody can use steroids, or everybody can cheat. Are we talking about video games now, or
not everybody do it?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Todd showed everybody the cheat.
Then
right?
we need upgraded sticks. Okay, we will need upgraded sticks. Okay, hold on now. We take the steroids. We will need upgraded sticks.
So Todd showed everybody that everybody could have done the cheat. It's on them that they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Just like steroids. It's on them. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. That's your fault.
So at least he was honest about it. He showed everybody else, look, I did this. Check it out, guys. You can do it too. So props to him.
Once he came out about it, you guys that were involved in the competition could have had a vote on whether or not you were going to allow it. I mean,
but
like, this stuff should be easy.
We're playing on the honor system though now. So because you're playing at home, we don't have footage of you playing the game, right? So now when someone who didn't do well before gets a good score, now you're questioning that person. Like, did you use the cheat? Are you going to be honest with me?
See, if I got first place in one of these FX pinball, they would be like, dude, what cheat are you using? What cheat are you?
You know what, man? Forget it. Here's what I'm going to do right now. This is what I'm going to do right now, y'all. Okay? Hopefully this doesn't end up bad. I'm going to give away. Is that okay? I'm going to give away I'm going to do a $20. I'm going to give away a $20 Steam card for what everybody had to deal with today. All right, so that it's going to be a Steam card. So again, you're going to have to email either maddadsgaming@gmail.com or was it your average gamer, or I can't remember, or just UAG. You can email UAG. So this is going to be an easy one. So let's see who gets it first. All right, ready? Hold on, let me see if I got $20 first.
Keon's already. He's already.
Hold on a minute. Let me see if I got.
You giving money?
Giving answers.
Hold on, I got to get the money first before I. Okay.
Is the answer up, up, down, down, left, right? B, A, start.
Okay. I got enough. Okay, here we go. So I got enough, man. I got enough. I thought I had 15, but I put an extra 5 in there and we're good. So now it's going to be easy. Y'all ready? It's going to be quick. It's going to be quick, y'all. All right. How many people do we have in the stream today? Bam. Come on, let's do it. I already know it. It's easy.
42. Jump, man. 1,992.
What the hell?
Oh, man. I thought that was going to be pretty quick.
61, 52.
Oh, close, man.
Oh, Travis is close.
Oh, what the heck? Nope. The whole stream. How many people do we have?
Right now?
No, the whole stream that we had today. How many people did we have in the stream today?
The peak.
Oh. On the panel?
Who would know this shit,
On the panel. People don't know. That's what I thought it was pretty easy. I thought it was easy though.
You know what? You just
how many people have been on the show?
What do you mean? I thought it was easy.
That trivia. I have to call you out on that. And
I thought it was. What are you talking about? That was easy because everybody was looking at it.
How's that easy?
It was easy, man.
I think Speed got it. It was 7, right?
Yeah.
Shut up.
It was 7.
He's the first. I think he's
7. How many people was on screen at
on the stream today? Our stream. That's what I was saying. I thought it was 7. See, that was the easy one.
Okay, Speed was the first. Is what I see.
No, not viewer. Oh, my bad. I meant.
Clear on that.
Yeah, I didn't do it. Dang, that was bad. I meant like. My bad.
There was 8.
Was there 8?
It was,
yes,
it was
8.
I thought it was 7 because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then
5,
JD, and then P-Dubs,
and Rexer.
So that's 7.
8.
It's 8.
P-Dubs, Rexer.
I see an 8 here. It looks like it's Herb Wars.
Is it 8?
Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. 5. Yeah. 6, 7.
What are you over there doing? Fuzzy math?
Yeah, the 5 of us and P-Dubs and Rex. That's 7.
That's 7.
We don't even know the
No, we're already talking to you right now. You're on the screen.
Maybe
that's
7.
You're
right. Maybe you're right.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Speed
5.
was the first one that said 7.
7 is correct.
All right.
I'm
so
wrong.
Speed again. Hit me up. Hit me up. Sorry you had to deal with all this stuff.
Freaking Michael B doing Canadian math over here.
My bad.
They use the metric system.
So there you go, man. There you go. Sorry about all this stuff going on.
We got the healthcare tax, right? You got to
get
add next to
somebody got
6.75 was really close. Really close.
You're right.
I mean,
you're right. But yeah, just email me.
Been coming on and off, so maybe he's 0.75.
Maddadsgaming at gmail.com. Or hit me up on Messenger if you have my Messenger.
Oh my God, that was
and then go from there. So appreciate you. I had to do something, man.
Thank you, Mad Dads. That's awesome. Everybody likes free stuff.
It's always a.
You can buy a game for me because UAG already made me buy the whole damn pinball FX, the whole table, every table, like every week. Every week I didn't have the table. I had to buy the table every week. I started.
Well, now you got all of them.
But I got all of them now. So now when you go, I can play everything. You know.
So Mike B, in that video that they showed on the CNET, the one that you think the girl was so hot, right?
Oh, she was so pretty.
Were you excited about any of the cabinets that you see, and were you alarmed that you did not see Tron?
No, I'm not alarmed by not seeing Tron because I know Tron's not even made yet. Everything that like T2, Tron, they're all artist conceptions. And like the stuff that was there, they're all prototype cabs. They're the kind of stuff that was just in the, the traveling bunker they bring with them to CES and stuff like that. None of that stuff was finalized. A lot of those were parts cabs. There was a Outrun 15-inch riser underneath like the Atari 12-1, the original Atari 12-1. There was Mortal Kombat backtops on the Street Fighter Big Blue. Like there was a Frankenstein room of cabinets, so I wouldn't worry too much about what was there.
But we can say that, you know, this was a heavily produced video, so anything that was in there was probably so we could see it to get excited about, right?
No, I don't think.
I remember when Peter. So he had Peter's had a chat, like it was on a chat, and somebody commented on there, and they said all that stuff, that messed up stuff that was in there, was all about. It was just for the Big Blue, to make the Big Blue look good. Because you tell you the truth, it did. I was looking at all. I was like, damn, that Big Blue looks
so
pretty good,
we don't
you
think
know?
that 40th anniversary Miss Pac-Man coming out, that wood grain one, because that was on the leaks that we had, that everybody sent all the YouTubers, and it was there. That's the first time we actually seen it in the wild.
Oh, that was Shoeshine. Yeah, what's up, man? That was a good one.
Do you think that's coming out, might be, or that was just concept?
Come on, Zohar, you got to get it so I can play you, man.
Everything there was concept.
I'm not really
I
too
wouldn't
good
put
at
any
Street Fighter
weight
5.
into anything that was there in the background. Anything. Like if you saw something there in the background that interests you, but no. Like the Def Jam one, everybody got so excited about that, and I think that was something that was made directly for Def Jam as a prototype, talking about a partnership they could do. That's not final concept. We're never going to get that unless they come up with some kind of Def Jam idea, and I think it'd be closer that they know there might be more of an interest in buying it if there was a huge outpouring. So maybe if people wrote them and said, man, a Def Jam cab, even though it's not an arcade game, would be something really dope, and they could get enough interest, maybe they would consider making it in the future. But realistically, the only way you're going to see that is if they do some kind of Chinatown Market partnership, and then they do like a Mortal Kombat Def Jam cab or something like that. That's the closest you're going to get to it.
What about that
championship?
Pac-Man?
Oh,
yeah.
that was announced. That was announced a while back.
Oh, okay.
So that's a partnership that they 100% are going to do. When the original set of first leaks came out for the Arcade1up fall lineup, that was one of the leaks, was a champion Pac-Man cab. So that was one of their other partnerships, the same way they did not Pizza Hut, but there was another Pac-Man cab that they did a weird partnership with too. I can't remember what it was.
I'll play some Pac-Man with people now. You know what I mean? Just to have that one to play, if it's live and you can play with other people like that, then I'll hook up.
I really hope that Miss Pac-Man wood grain does come out though. It looked nice, and with those images that we saw in those leaks, I think that's something that I think people would gravitate towards.
That's already out, isn't it? The wood grain. Isn't that the 40th anniversary of Miss Pac-Man?
No, we got the Pac-Man itself, but not the Miss Pac-Man.
Okay.
That hasn't come into fruition.
Well, they show all this stuff so early, and then it's like it seems like 9 months to a year before these cabinets ever see the light of day.
You gotta get people hype. Hype,
and the hype dies down. Look what happened with the Golden Axe. We saw that at CES, and it wasn't until the following winter that it actually got into people's hands. It's like by the time it comes out, everybody's like, I don't care about it anymore.
That wasn't the case, because as soon as it hit that site, they were gone, and it got so much built that the manufacturers got into it. I mean, the retailers.
Then again,
weren't carrying that.
Okay, look at Super Pac-Man. We heard nothing about that, and then all of a sudden it just showed up in Costco. And everybody's just like, "What?"
I think that I have is the level of there's no consistency.
Exactly. At least we know that Jong is going to give us stuff on Tuesdays and Fridays, right? But we have something there. But like Arcade1up is all over the place.
That's not a normal thing. That's not the norm in any industry. He's doing his own thing, and which is awesome for the community. But we can't expect that from other companies, especially these larger companies.
It's a different model too. I mean, like what Jong is selling is apps. Every week he can sell like a couple games. They're lower price, so they're easy to come out. He's not selling a $600-$700 machine every week. So I mean, it's hard for Arcade1up. It was easy for us as consumers when they would come out with 3 a year, because we could all afford to buy them, and we were crazy for them. But now we're at the point where they're almost releasing like 15 a year, and it's a little harder.
So,
you know what I mean?
I want to ask you guys about price. Ritual Dello mentioned this. I will never buy an Arcade1up for over $400. Obviously, the prices went way up. We've all talked about that on multiple shows, multiple channels. We beat that dead horse. But now the Simpsons cab, they dropped the price $170, and they got rid of the tin sign and the stool. And this is the Walmart version of it. So $520 to me, that still seems expensive for what we're getting, but it is a lot more palatable. It doesn't seem like they're forcing us into a package with everything. So I'd like to kind of hear what you guys have to say about the price. I guess we'll start with Michael. What do you think about is $529? Is that now? And I don't know how that translates in Canadian. That's probably like $1 million Canadian or something. But
So
is that a palatable price for you? Like,
when I heard they were going to raise the prices, I expected $100 price increase. So I expected the max for Arcade1up cabs to be $499. So then if it came out with the bundle with the stool and all that stuff, you were looking at $599. But for the regular bundle, which is the riser plus the light up marquee, $499. That's what I thought the price was going to. I was caught off guard by the fact that it seemed to go above that. And I thought that it was because of the stool and the tin sign and the add-ons. However, in Canada, so say, for example, like X-Men came out, which is the whole bundle like you guys got for $699. The price that converts in Canada is $829. So I was like, geez, man, that's high. But, that we're doing pretty good compared to the American price. Then they released The Simpsons in Canada, and The Simpsons in Canada is $7.99. But it's not the one with the bundle with the stool and the tin sign and all that. It's the Walmart $529 version. So the $529 version that you guys are getting, we're getting in Canada at $799.
Man.
So only $30 less than the X-Men $699 bundle. So, these prices are all over the place. I don't even know an answer for you. If they were still the same price they were last generation, I would probably uncontrollably buy everything they put out. But even I'm at the point where I'm like, geez, man, these prices are high. Like, I can't buy all this stuff.
Hey, do y'all remember this?
Is the class of 81? At this point, I don't know whether that's going to be a $300 cabinet or an $800 cabinet. I don't even know at this point. What's it going to be? Are they going to have different bundles or whatever? Mad Dads, are you getting any of these new cabinets over? Are you thinking about any of this stuff at these prices?
Probably. I don't know. Because normally when I buy something, it's all about who else is going to be playing it. Especially the live, if it has live on it, who else is going to be getting this, so I can actually enjoy playing it with other people. Then, I decided to get it. So I know I saw a golden axe in there, and I wanted to show this. Y'all remember this?
Oh,
golden axe.
PlayStation.
No one remembers that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If y'all haven't played it, man, I'm just saying. I know it's PlayStation 3. I know it's old because I'm old myself, but still, I'm telling you, it's a good game. Okay.
When did PlayStation 3 become old? Like, now I feel really, really old.
I'm just saying it's pretty it's pretty old. So
what about you, JDV? What do you think about
I'm waiting on Killer Instinct still, but I want it to be better than what it is. It looks like it's pretty laggy.
You're not back here.
It looked pretty
JDV, what do you think about the pricing? It came down $170. Is that in your price range now, or are they still too high, or what do you think?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we hear you loud and clear, buddy.
Oh, okay, awesome. I think a company can charge whatever they want to charge for a product, but I think honestly, it could be either you'd have to be fairly wealthy or a collector, something like that, or these prices are just going to be out of the range for most people, particularly when you have inflation happening. The whole COVID thing hasn't gone away. I really do think the Simpsons games is very obnoxious if you're an environmentalist or anything, like just 2 games on this giant machine. I guess I can see it as a collectible, but it is starting to get kind of obnoxious, and a lot of people on my channel are throwing the word boycott around. I'm not there yet, but I can understand the sentiment.
Let me add to that. First of all, 2 games is expensive. However, I think at this price point, I think a lot more people are willing to part ways with that $529 because it's a little bit more palatable, and I think that's what Walmart was betting on. Like, listen, we need a SKU at a more affordable rate for our customers, and I guarantee you it's going to sell like hotcakes.
I agree with you, but it's still pretty obnoxious.
No, it is, but to each their own. It's your money, right? I mean, I wouldn't spend it.
How much was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4-player when it first came out? Wasn't that like $4.99?
It was actually like
$3.99. No, it was $3.99.
$3.99.
$4.99 if you got the stool. So we're looking at $130 difference. But again, this is what I expected the price to be like, around $100 more. Yeah. So this is more palatable. When with all that extra stuff, I was hoping that Walmart would do something like this, and I hope they do that with the X-Men and the other cabinets, because it will be a shame that such great titles a lot of the collectors can't get because $700. That's
19K Fox did a really great video recently where he lined up like 3 of the 4-player cabs next to each other. He's like, this one was this much, this one was this much, this one was, and it really was kind of eye-opening when you look at that and go, dang, you're right, you're not getting anything more here than this or this, but you're paying so much more. And it was kind of an eye-opener to really see that. But I think still, even $529, I like that they came down $170. Yes, I'm glad that we don't have to get the bundle, but I still think $529 is too high.
I agree with my opinion too. But again, not the majority, but there's going to be a good portion of people that would be okay with that particular price point. Maybe not the 700.
Yeah.
But at that price point it is. And I think even more so if X-Men comes in, because that's what 3 or 4 titles. I think that's, if you gave me 4 games, I would be willing to probably say, okay, I'm good with that. But two titles, that's my thing. I don't think.
But it is cabinet. It's the cabinet design too, though. Like most people, just like back in the day before when Turtles came out, everybody's like, okay, Turtles, buy it. It was $3.99 or whatever without it, and then everybody was asking for the NBA Jam. I think that was I thought that was $4.99 at the time. And that came with the stool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It came with the stool and everything, but the design.
Now you can get it for $3.99 right now without the stool.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that, the $4.99 is that's what I said. I told everybody $4.99 should be about it, where it should be, even for up there, Michael B and them up there, it should be at least maybe $100 more. That's it. Not like
at that price that Michael B's paying over there, he should get like a case of maple syrup as well. I think that would
he should get actually he needs 3 stools. There you go. He
has
Zohar says Miss Pac-Man's only $260 on Walmart. What, can somebody jump on that website and verify this?
That's probably the old one. That might be the old one. I saw something on there.
For the
that sounds wild.
So
and now it's sold out. No,
yeah. So the problem I have with this is it really goes against like conventional video game selling in general. Like if you look at consoles from generation to generation, there's a slight increase, but it's never astronomical. Like you know what I mean? Like we go 7 years between a console change. And then when it comes out, like the PlayStation 5 was probably like $100, $150 more than what the PlayStation 4 was originally, or even less realistically. But with Arcade1up, everything's happened with the price increases in such a short time frame that it's a little harder to digest. Like if they went from $299, and I know some of the stuff got a lot better, and I have no problem with that. That $299 to $399 jump seemed realistic, but it's harder to see this jump from $399 up to like $5.99 or $99, even though there's extra stuff in with the cabs. They're not as important as a riser and a lit marquee was. That increase was necessary because those were cool features we needed. But like the light up deck, the stool, these are add-ons that aren't necessary. So it's harder to digest an increase in price so soon, plus with features you don't need.
Right. I've been wondering about that though, right? You wonder about, because if you think about it, you're buying, let's say a regular marquee is $60, $60, $70, right? like you say you did get it and it was a little bit lesser price, but you still probably going to be like, you know what, I need that light up marquee. So you're going to get it from a third party vendor, which I support everybody, all of them, but they're putting that stuff already in there. So you don't have to really spend that money to get that. You know what I mean? So it's like you're still spending the money. Like most people think like, oh, here's the cabinet, but then you're still spending that money to get other add-ons that you might not have, have done before. Now, screen, don't get me wrong. I love this. You know me on screens. I got to see it back there. I have to put a 20-inch in. That's just plain and simple. But I'm just saying, like, you're still going to spend your money no matter what, no matter how, you know what I mean? No matter what you're looking at, is just, you're just going to spend your money.
JDV is raising his hand. He's got something to say over there.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you don't have to raise your hand. Go ahead.
Teacher. I gotta go, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, man.
It was a great show, and I love all of you guys. I mean, Michael B. I think all of you guys. I watch all your channels, try to see all your stuff, support it. Support each other and everything. And thanks for having me on, man.
He's not subscribed to Mad Dads though.
Oh yeah.
Never Mad Dad. I won't ever.
I
subscribed to the first panel I ever went to.
I was waiting for that. For that. Thanks very much.
Watching you do your pec flexing earlier has gotten me to lay off the burgers. I'm not going to eat any more of those. I got to get in the same shape you did.
You're lying, Michael B. Don't lie to nobody.
I had one today. I'm not going to lie.
Let rage guide you, Michael B. Rage.
Bye,
appreciate
everybody.
See you on, buddy.
Mwah.
Mike B, when you show those burgers,
appreciate everybody.
Right?
You
first
that's
of
my
all,
word anyway. So.
It caused me heartache because I can't get a decent burger by it.
Yeah, it's tough. I got really lucky. This food truck opened up here, and I was really I wasn't into it at first. I was like, no, I like franchise stuff. And I went and tried it a couple times, and I was just like, this is bananas. Like these guys make these smash burgers, right?
No, they do,
and every week the smash burger, they make a different one. So it's not like I'm going back and getting the same burger every time, because I wouldn't do that. I like trying different things. But like one week is something that was like, last week was this pineapple crush. So it had like this roasted jalapeno glazed pineapple. It had this jalapeno infused like pork on top of it, 2 smash patties, cheese. Like it was crazy. And I had one today that was a Roadhouse burger called the Patrick Swayze, and then the fries had this. It's a Roadhouse burger, like it's crazy Roadhouse burger. And then they had the fries that were called the Netflix and chili fries. So, I mean, it was this chili infused pork on top of these fries with like salsa and like craziness, chili sauce. Like everything is just too much. It's too Moorish. I don't know if you guys know what that word is.
The
Moorish
potato dishes in Canada are off the hook.
Like because of this food truck, like people show me poutine now, and I'm like, ha. Peasant, get away from me with your stuff. I have nacho chili fries now.
It reminds me like the 3/4. I'm only 3/4 scale. I only buy 3/4 scale.
It's just the 3/4 scale.
Oh man. So, but
man.
Maybe, I'm sorry we got off topic because I was fantasizing about burgers.
No, hey, we got have y'all had the burger where it's grilled cheese?
Yep.
On top of one. Like, have you had that one yet? I was like,
you're trying to give people instant heart attacks. That's what you're trying to do.
You can have. That's the only thing you can have for today. It's breakfast.
Yeah.
All in one.
I remember when I first got with my wife, she lost a bunch of weight doing Weight Watchers, and she tried to get me to do Weight Watchers with her, and I didn't really understand the whole process. So I didn't like it, because if I went to get a Whopper from Burger King,
you're going to get one fry.
No, you can't get any fries.
All the points were gone.
All your points are gone for the full day from the one Whopper. And I was like, I can't live like this, Lara. And then I went to the weigh-in, and I went to one of the weigh-ins, and I only lost like 3 pounds. And like, I was really disappointed, like down on it. I was like, I killed myself all week, like not eating what I wanted, only lost 3 pounds. So I was disappointed. And some woman came up to me and she goes, way to go. Woohoo. And I thought she was being sarcastic with me. And I was like, I'm done with this. This is it. And I completely forgot, like, everybody supports each other at Weight Watchers. I was like, that woman making fun of me and my 3 pounds.
No, it's hard, man. It's hard to do that stuff. So I'll let you know, man, from somebody who, who's been up there, You know what I mean?
Eating watermelon and fried chicken.
I went to a nutritionist.
I'm telling you, I was eating watermelon, fried chicken. I was at Golden Corral. I don't know if y'all. I was at Golden Corral. Like I'm telling you, that's where we had all that stuff. You know, buffets. You know how we do.
I love Golden Corral.
But I mean, I was there, man, and then I saw myself. Like I said, I saw myself.
When they know you on a first name basis, you there too frequent.
I'm just saying, people have to show you. Like you have to look at a picture. Like if they show you and tell you, because you know you're inside, you don't feel it. You don't feel none of that stuff. But when you're inside, then you just look at a picture and you're like, "What the? Are you serious right now?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So before I met my wife, I was in another relationship, and she cheated on me, and she was really mean, and like basically said it was because I wasn't in shape, and like I lost like 90 pounds in like 2 months. Like it was crazy. Like I got in wicked shape, and
the shaming works.
The shaming worked. I turned my anger from I was like, I'm gonna make her regret this so bad, and I got in wicked shape. For you. And anyways, I said I was never going to put the weight on again, but I got with my wife and I got slow and comfortable and I put it all back
That's what
on.
happens.
So I'm trying to lose it now at 40, and I can't have the same expectation that I had when I was 25 because I'm just not that human anymore. So I'm going out, I'm walking every day for like 2 hours. I'm lifting weights again. But then the part where I fall down is those goddamn burgers because I see them and I'm like, I can't say no. And I'm good the rest of the week, you know, eating boiled chicken breasts. And then I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to have a burger today for lunch. I've earned it. No.
I'm telling you, man, I go every other, like I have to go tomorrow. Every other day I go, and that's why, because I still like to eat. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
my doctor sent me to this nutritionist, and the nutritionist was like asking about like, well, what fast food places you like? And I'm like, I love Chick-fil-A, and she asked me like what I order and all this, and I'm like, and she's like, well, do you get any sauce with those fries? And I go, oh yeah, Chick-fil-A sauce. I said, do you need me to cut down from like 5 sauce things to 4? She's just like, cut the fries out completely. Or I'm just like, both orders of fries or just one of the orders of fries? You know.
Oh man.
She told me, she's like, you can have 2 of
those fries are good. I'm about they ain't open, are they? Dang, because that
she told me no fries. She's like, Chick-fil-A is great. Just get the chicken wrap. She's like, you can get 2 of the chicken wraps, but no fries. And I'm just like,
so anything that you want, you just can't eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't even get the Cobb salad. What she said? About
I don't know. I probably could get that, but yeah.
You get the Cobb salad.
I'm not even
Cobb
supposed to
good though. No, I'm saying that's a good. If you haven't went there, Cobb salad, good.
I have this. Okay, if you guys don't know, you can go to the doctor. Like I have a naturopath doctor.
I know. I'm hungry too, Bobby. Dang.
You can go to the doctor and they'll give you a test that you can poke yourself in the finger and put your drops of blood on this little card. And they'll tell you what your allergies are, like on a graph and everything. It's kind of cool. So I got this kit, and I went home, and I'm like, okay, I got to poke myself with this thing. I didn't know how to use this. So I'm like, poke, and I couldn't. I'm like squeezing my finger. I couldn't get the blood to come out. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to do it harder. So I tried it again, and I went, bam, and I poked and I was blood running down my arm. I was filling up the whole card was covered in blood.
Okay. I don't know if y'all got the Popeyes over there. Y'all got Popeyes?
I like Popeyes.
We do in Canada. Yeah, we do.
I'm not a Popeyes fan.
Not everywhere.
Well, they have a new thing. They have the chicken nuggets. I didn't know if anybody tried that yet. I haven't tried it yet. Is what I'm saying. Have y'all tried that? If anybody has tried it, let me know. If y'all have it in that area. You know, I'm in Texas, so
because
we
got sprinkle crack on top of the chicken. I'm pretty sure of it.
We have an actual doctor in the chat here, guys. Dr. Freeman says eat less more often. Doctor's advice right there.
See, and I can't, and that's part of my problem too, is like I used to work like I'd get up and I'm like the worst. I never get up on time, so I never have breakfast, and then I would never take anything for lunch. I would work the whole day, sometimes like 13-hour days, then come home and eat one meal a day.
Appreciate you, Rick. Thank you.
Rich Odello says they're killer, so now we got to try them. So I've been going to Arby's a lot. I don't get any kind of discount.
I know we got off. I know, man. But you made me hungry, man. Michael B made me hungry.
We're so off topic.
We're talking about chicken. We got like a whole food truck. It's like a whole food. It just says food truck area. That's our area.
We're gonna change this thumbnail to like an angry face and a chicken leg. So
mad food something. Whatever.
So Mike B, do you think that X-Men is going to be coming to Walmart at that $5.29 price point, or can we see the rest of those cabs come there?
I think so. Yeah, I think you're going to get a value version of X-Men somewhere in the U.S. We're not going to get it in Canada, but I think you'll get a value version in the U.S. I don't know if you'll get $5.29. I still think that might have been a mistake. I think that I think it should have been $5.99, and Walmart kind of went rogue and just did their own thing because there's no other retailer selling it for $5.29. But I do think there will be a value X-Men as well without the stool and whatever extra bonuses.
Do you think you can put the PCB in the Simpsons? I was thinking about that, like the X-Men one. If you ever had, like, if you know what I mean?
So this is what I was thinking about doing, like, especially like I wasn't going to buy Marvel versus Capcom. I wasn't going to buy X-Men versus Street Fighter because I was like, why would I need to? I got a perfectly good Marvel versus Capcom, Marvel Superheroes cab. It's got the exact same button configurations, exact same screen. All I need to do is do a PCB conversion. Most of these cabs were just conversions in the arcade anyways, so it's a good model for Arcade1up. They can even sell a little sticker you can tap on your cabinet. And Arcade1up was like, I see what he's doing here. That's why we're going to add the Wi-Fi feature, so he can't do that.
Everybody in the chat's still talking about chicken.
But that's what I'm saying. Can you add that? Because I know that's why I was thinking about Simpsons. I know you probably don't want to mess that cabinet up, but I was thinking that maybe the PCB, if you did want to get something, if somebody wanted to mod the X-Men for some reason, I mean, that maybe you can get that.
It should be a straight fair because they both have
because it has the live button, and that's what I'm saying. It's a different.
So here's the question: will Arcade1up sell the PCB then? How are you going to get it if they don't sell it?
Well, I was saying, like, if somebody wanted to mod the cabinet,
but at that, who's modding that?
No, I'm just saying. I'm telling you, some people do that. I'm telling
you, people will mod it anyways. Yeah,
that's crazy.
They will mod it. They will mod it after they get tired of it. They go on live.
Yeah, if you would have
modded the Marvel vs. Capcom, right?
So if you can get a second hand one, I think so. But I think Arcade1up are smart to the fact that a lot of us are out of room, and it won't benefit them to sell PCBs unless you can prove you already have the cabinet or something like that. Selling random parts, they know that people are gonna use them in that way. So I think it'll be harder to buy those PCBs going forward directly.
That's why we haven't seen any of the new ones yet. Really, like they barely got the old ones. So
there's another side to that. Like, look how much shipping costs right now to get stuff over here, like a container. Like, are you gonna use that money and like you only got limited space? Like, retailers are fighting for bringing stuff over from China now. Are you gonna use that space to bring over your new cabs that you have to bring over, or waste it on a apartment, parts that you don't need to bring over?
Yeah. This is true.
So basically, eBay and Etsy. Okay, good.
Shotgun Sean says maybe 1UP will come out with a chicken sandwich.
Everybody has.
What happened to that KFC thing that was supposed to come out? Can't remember. It was like a KFC thing. I know we went out. Okay, all right.
We're done here. Mike B, thank you for joining the chat. Thank you for coming on and speaking your mind. And we always have that kind of forum. So if any point in time you want to, you can always stop by.
Yeah, just tell me next time someone's got an issue with me, and I'll be here.
well, that wasn't planned.
I was like, what the heck?
And listen. Also, I never came on here to attack Rex or anything like that. I love Rex, and I've got nothing but respect for him. I understand where he's coming from. It's an old school YouTube mentality about people and the way money works on YouTube. He doesn't have to explain that to me. Doesn't explain that to anybody. No one give Rex any shit for this because he doesn't deserve any shit for this. He's just looking out for you guys and making sure no one's taking advantage of a situation. So don't give Rex a hard time. Just don't give anybody a hard time. This was a cool thing people did. I know I benefit from it, so it's easy for me to say, please, but don't turn good things into bad things, guys. Just have fun with this. This is video games. Let's have fun.
It was a bunch of people. We talked, we hashed it out, and we move on.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it.
That's all right. How it is.
What a way to cap off a week of controversies.
This is the best community, I think, out of all the hobbies to me personally. So
100%.
Let's keep
right? And everybody came on, and that's the whole point. Everybody came on still because you could have just said, "F that, I'm not coming on."
I had to like rewind. I was watching somebody else's stream.
You see what I'm saying? Like y'all did.
I was watching Cool Toy, and then I jumped straight from Cool Toy over to you, Michael B, and I'm like, "Oh, cool, Michael B's now." And I jumped in, and when I joined, it was right when all those super chats were coming in, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what? like I had to go back and catch up because I'm like, why? Like, something is happening here. He's getting tons of super chats. I'm like, this is
we love everybody in the chat. Everybody,
it was crazy.
Yes, you do what you want with your funds, all that other stuff. You know how that goes.
so Mike, what you got coming up on the stove there?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to get a review done of the Legends Arcade pinball control panel, and I shot my footage like 4 weeks ago now. I've had some issues with childcare, and I haven't been able to actually work on videos. So I've done some news videos, but I really want to try to get this arcade control panel review done in the next couple of weeks. Buy Stuff Store were kind enough to send me out some of their risers that they got made for the Arcade1up cabinets. So I got to do a review video on that. And I've got an Outrun cabinet, stand-up Outrun that's supposed to be here Friday. I'm probably going to review that. Those are my next review videos, but I could always pop in and do some kind of fun live impromptu video. Who knows?
So guys, I know that we're kind of getting long on this, and before we lose too many people, we do have, I believe we still have a video from our on-site what are we calling him?
Yes.
Papa Brad sent us another video from another arcade that he went to. Did he not?
He did.
Let's show that before we lose too many people off the stream here, because he does some really quality videos on site of these arcades that he goes and visits down south, and I don't want to miss that. I want people to be able to see this. Do we have that?
Yes.
Brad O'Connell, now reporting from the West Avenue Bar and Arcade in Slidell, Louisiana. Track and field, Timbo, Street Fighter, Therapy,
This is heaven, guys. You haven't noticed.
Nice job, Brad.
Ooh, I might be bidding on that Star Wars on the next auction. There's a couple of them. Oh, that's a beautiful one.
Let me know so I can bring up the price. Wow, I like this table. What table is this?
I almost thought she was right there. I was like, hold up.
Multiple shots of Raven here.
The green one is right here. Brad, man,
I'm
keep
jealous of
coming.
Brad. I tell
Keep
you, he
coming.
gets to go to all these things.
Awesome. I
And
can't
then he's
wait
going to the thing. What is? And he going to the thing? I'm supposed to be going to
this weekend. Me, Brad, Stringer Films, Ralph. We're all going to be at the Southern Fried Expo, so we'll have tons of videos, and you know, it'll be cool. Tons of content coming from there.
When you leaving out, man? So make sure you're safe, man. When you leaving out?
I'm leaving Friday morning. I got my press stuff there. So I got to pick it up by 1, so I'm leaving in the morning.
All right. Man.
So I'm very jealous. There was an episode of John's Arcade where he went to the Southern Fried Expo a couple of years ago. It looks like an amazing event. I would love to go to that. Very jealous of you guys.
I'm just hoping that there'll be some chicken, because every time they mention this, everybody keeps on saying Southern Fried Chicken, and so we'll hope we get chicken. That and maybe a burger.
I don't know.
I'm going. I'm going to make it happen. Anyway, guys, what do you guys have going on Mad Dads?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. You know, with the back box, if I was going to wait for the buy stuff store, or you know, kind of build my own. I was like, well, I built a little stand for the for the countercade. I was like, I should be able to do the back box, but it's just sometimes like trying to do that with monitor nail. It's just I just got to the point like slow, like y'all probably saw my videos. Like I'll do a whole bunch. I was just going back, bam, bam, bam. I'm telling you, man, once it gets to the part where kids go back to school and it's just you don't have enough time to do stuff anymore, so it's like I'm trying. I got like 1/2 little cut right now. I'm gonna have to wait till later, so I don't know when y'all gonna see that. It'll probably be by the time my buy stuff store gets their orders in, and I'm like, whatever, and build from there. But that's about it, man. I just trying to get everybody to join on these, the tables. You probably seen my videos lately. I was just trying to throw, say, hey, come on, jump on the jump on the games of the week and season 2 and stuff like that. So I've been trying to get people on that, and hopefully that works. And you'll probably see a couple of those videos all the time, me trying to say, come at me and see if you can beat me, stuff like that. So that's all.
Okay. And how about you? Any more dancing over there, Rainwater?
I got 3 family members with COVID-19 right now, so anything that I can get away and escape and get my mind away from that a little bit right now is a nice. I've been trying to get on some of these iiRcade leaderboards. I'm on a couple of them, but man, there's just a lot going on for me. I don't have any videos specifically planned for this week, but I appreciate everybody's kind words and stuff and thoughts. We're working through some crap this week, so
cool, Camo. Appreciate it.
Well, with that being said, guys, we thank you for staying on so long. We appreciate it. Thank you for dealing with the bullshit that we had to deal with, and still, support.
It's going to be a happy week this next week. I can tell.
We're going to end on a happy note.
No more drama.
That's what we do here. So,
what'd you say? I lost 30 subs. Okay, got it.
only 2. And that
2. Okay,
that was me and my alternate account.
Okay. Okay, thanks. I was just making sure. All right,
guys.
All right, y'all. Peace.
So thank you so much.
Have a good one, man.
Thanks for joining, Michael, as always. You had to go there.
The people wanted that. I gotta give the people what they want. That's what we do here. Guys, we love you.
I can eat my burger now, right? I can eat my burger now.
Blood pressure, man.